Hello, hi, and welcome back, everyone. This is the Lone Ton Bear, and we're going to continue. It's such a tongue twister every time. Going to continue our journey through Final Fantasy 16. Can't remember where I was. It's been a couple of days since I've recorded a video. Between kids having soccer practice and cheer practice and all this stuff, just don't have time to record as much as I want. Oh, that's right. That's right. We were getting ready to try to sneak into Port Isolde. I still have not messed with the settings to see if I can fix the jitter. I might do that today. Got some free time today. Lazarus District.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
See if there was anything new. Chesticle. 10 spools of steel silk.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
What? Really?
Or not.
So these bandits that have the ability to use magic, I'm assuming they're bearers, right? Or is it specifically the staff that allows them to use magic? Oh, I messed that up. Enemies bested. Steel Silk Guildbug.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
It's what's his name?
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
It's one of the dudes that was with me. Not Tyler.
Forgive me, my lord.
Wade.
I
There you
knew
go.
not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
It's cool.
We can speak inside.
At least he didn't kill everybody.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
She had a new
Sir
kid.
Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves Shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Ten pinches of magic ash.
Oh, buck up, man. At least you're not dead.
No, that's the guy just beat the
I
crap out of
suppose
him.
we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
We'll show them that the fire in our hearts is not so easily quenched.
The Black Shields won't know what hit them.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son?
In the flesh. Saw him once when I was your age. He had that same look in his eyes.
What is it you require?
Demon Tamer's Arm Guard, huh? It's better than what I got. It is difficult for a demon to find a willing vessel, so while the hells are cluttered with bodiless aberrations clawing to escape, rarely do they ever succeed. However, those that do exhibit inhuman strength and malice, and can wreak havoc on the corporeal world. Thus, efforts are made to trap and tame the fallen souls that they might not torment the living. Yeah, we'll go ahead and buy that.
Will that be all?
Yeah. Probably sell the old one too. Ooh, Desert Rose. Despite its rose-like appearance, this delicate sandstone formation found in the deserts of Dalmekia is no rose, but instead an inexplicable peculiarity of nature, a reminder that humankind will never fully comprehend the world in which we live. It is also said to bring good luck. I have none of those. Ooh, they're 999? How much do I have? Where am I at? That's a lot. I'll buy one.
As you wish, my lord.
They're expensive. Potions. Oops. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish our potions.
Will that be all?
What does the Lionheart tonic do? Gradually fills limit break gauge. This is for selling, yeah. Oh, I can't sell the other ones. Oh, it was the Matean bonds, that's right. I don't want to sell the purple stuff.
It has been an honor. Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Quest accepted. Black or white? Party members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Yeah, it's kind of seemed like they just kind of join and leave whenever they feel like it, so... I haven't really paid much attention to
The
it.
Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Run like the wind.
Look at me sideways. How was the Black Shields?
I didn't mean to do that.
Come along now. We'll find another bridge.
The bastards are lucky I didn't have my axe.
Okay, yes. So there is new stuff to read. Sir Wade, a loyal shield of Rosaria, though he was thought to have died during the attack on Phoenix Gate, he somehow survived not only the disaster, but the Imperial conquest that followed. He and other like-minded shields took up residence in the abandoned Lazarus and formed the Guardians of the Flame, brothers in arms who fight for the restoration of the duchy. The Guardians of the Flame, a clandestine group of ducal loyalists who lead the rebellion against the imperial occupation of Rosaria and Empress Annabella. Many of their numbers are drawn from those who survived the imperial attack on Phoenix Gate in the year 860, who know full well the Empire's involvement in the duchy's fall. They make their home in the abandoned Lazarus district outside Port Isolde, I keep doing that, from where they conduct their raids to free bears from the Imperial Yoke, the Black Shields. An order of knights instituted by Empress Annabella in one of her first acts as vicereine of the imperial province of Rosaria. While they most often march in small groups, their main host has been known to rally together to conduct large-scale raids. They are tasked with purging the impurities from the province, to which end they conduct culling of both bears and those judged to be ducal loyalists.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
This is going to be a big old brawl, it sounds like.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Oh, he didn't aim it at me. It's alright.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to
Oh,
fight their
wyvern.
battles for them.
Okay, I wasn't prepared. I'll be ready this time. Oh, that should have counted.
More dragons.
Worse. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
There we go. That was annoying. Oh, another Dragoon.
A noble stand.
Knight of the
albeit
Lasting Dark.
a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
I want a Dragoon on my team. Okay, so he does a double combo.
I needed that.
Not sure what's going on there. It's having issues with the combo.
So Wade,
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Oh, I don't have. That hurt.
Nice try.
Oh, you're gonna feel this next one. Is that an experience? Yeah, I was gonna say that's experience. Is that experience? Yeah, that's experience. Is that a level up?
don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Quest complete. Black or white?
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Seal obtained. You accept the burnt blade from Wade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Port Isolde, the Imperial Province of Rosaria. Ooh, Rossfield Manor. Those look like behemoth horns. Oh, they're huge.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Looks like a curl back there, too.
Not a chance.
Some heavy footsteps.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Only he would know.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint and the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
I have a feeling he's gonna die, and I already like him.
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Something seems to have affected Jill when he called Annabella a monster.
Over there. Go on.
Wonder if she feels the same. She hasn't.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Yeah, well, they both have a pretty tragic past. Clive had, you know, revenge kind of pushing him along. You know, he wanted to find Joshua's killer, and he did eventually, obviously. But Jill didn't have that. Jill didn't have anything. She thought everything was over. She thought Rosaria was gone. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
But she didn't really have anything driving her on. She thought everything was done and over with. So it makes sense that she would just turn it off. Just be like, whatever. none of this really matters anymore. So she's probably suffered, I think, more probably than Clive has. Clive's had tragedies that are closer to home, sure, but she's killed a lot more people, I think, than probably he has if they've been using her as a weapon. Ivan, kitchen hand.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Help Ivan create a recipe, a culinary pilgrimage. How could I refuse?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
A culinary pilgrimage. Sounds vegetarian, specifically. I think the green plus means it's gonna add something to the game, right? Let's go to Tom's and get these readings out of the way.
Did you come to borrow a book, Sid? Because you can't have this one till...
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive?
Viewed the 1,000 tomes.
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Not much, yeah, I was gonna say,
If you
probably
have a
not
question
much.
for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Byron Rossfield, younger brother of the late Archduke Elwyn and Warden of Port Isolde. After the duchy was incorporated into the Empire and Byron stripped of his titles, he shut himself away in the manor and gladly volunteered every gill of the onerous taxes and tariffs with which he was newly burdened, all to avoid drawing the Empire's ire, and to keep their attentions from his support for the Guardians of the Flames. Flame? Guardians of the Flame. Persons of interest. Nectar. The Hideaway's resident Moogle, from whom Sid found trapped between fallen ruins and brought back to his deadland home. While all others hear its words as naught but a succession of adorable Coupeau-like cries, Clive is somehow able to make sense of them, learning that the creature professes to be a mighty hero who would see the terrible fiends that plague the realm laid low, for which purpose it persists in drawing Clive's attention to the hunt board. Desiree. Scribe and secretary for the Hideaway, Desiree is also entrusted with the keeping of all donations to the cause from Clive's allies and patrons. Though she could neither read nor write when first she came to the Hideaway, Desiree labored night and day to learn her letters, and now the quill is never far from her hand. Her ever cheerful demeanor is a bright light to those who make their homes atop the blackened mare. Rutherford. Manservant to Lord Byron Rossfield, his daily duties touch all aspects of running his master's manor, whether that be the welcoming of guests, the preparation of meals, or the polishing of the intrepid nobleman's trophy collection. Alright, the lay of the land. Amber. A sleepy settlement nestled amongst the lofty peaks of southern Rosaria. Located far from the capital, its people survive by trading what produce they can coax from the stony soil and what little else they can gather from the surrounding hills. So I think this was the place where they basically told me to get out because they didn't want any problems. I think that was our first run-in with the Black Shields. I can't remember if it was our first run-in, but they were there, pestering people. Aldil Docks, a once thriving village of shipwrights located at the mouth of the Talons, Rosaria's largest bay. Its people were slaughtered at the hands of the Vice-Regency's Black Shields after it was discovered that the Guardians of the Flame were sheltering bears there. Oh, it was the Guardians of the Flame. That's who they were talking about. Okay. Buet Bridge. A bridge built in the golden days of the duchy that spans part of the bay known as the Talons and connects eastern Rosaria with the capital of Roslith. It was originally meant to be part of the Trans-Rosarian Aqueduct that would carry water to northern areas affected by the Blight, and with it, employment for local craftsmen and tradespeople, but this plan was abandoned when Archduke Elwyn died. Hawk's Cry Cliff, a location in the southern part of the imperial province of Rosaria known for its distinctive rock formations. There are myriad theories as to how the unique stratification was achieved, from natural shiftings of the earth to clashes of bygone icons to lost fallen magics. The people who live in their shadows, however, such as those residents of the tiny village of Amber, will merely tell you a rock is a rock. Alright, Mysteries of the Realm. And then we're done. Notorious Marks. While afield on their expeditionary excursions, the Cursebreakers will oft learn of creatures, or somewhat unsurprisingly humans, that, for reasons varying from the loss of natural habitat or a lack of food to overexposure to ether, have begun to exhibit uncharacteristically violent behavior. Due to the threat they pose to the realm, they are and her peaceable inhabitants, these terrors are deemed notorious marks and a bounty placed on their heads. The Saint and the Sectary. A beloved Valisthaean fable wherein the good knight Sir Crandall of Camelot, servant of Saint Sybil the Unshod, does battle against the evil warlock Madu. The story was a favorite of the young Clive Rossfield, and he would often act out scenes with his uncle, the young knight naturally taking the role of Sir Crandall, and his rumbustious uncle, Byron, making a convincing Madu. Rumbustious. I've never heard that word before. Unshod, by the way, means shoeless. It means unshoed.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Yes. We will see about.
Come to borrow a book, Sid?
We will see about
Can't have this one till we finish.
About finishing that other hunt mark as well. I might have to look that one up because I don't want to, and I don't want to look stuff up, but I also don't want to run around for an hour looking for the thing. I feel like that's kind of boring. Let's go see what this side quest is all about.
Typical nobles. How did we never
There are
hear
new
about
billets
these
being
Guardians of the
posted
Flame?
every day.
August.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
Not the voice I was expecting from that
It's
face.
Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Look, normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what'd you say?
Blacksmith's Blues. Find out what's bothering Blackthorn. If you think it'll help.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Quest accepted. Blacksmith Blues. Are we unlocking a new feature for the blacksmith? I'm gonna go do that one first, but let's go talk to Desiree. We have a new
How may I help you today, Clive?
Your
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Pillow talk. Such is the renown of Sid the Outlaw that much of my clientele would rather spend their time prattling about your endeavors than making any endeavors of their own. For that, I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings. A particularly enamored sort left this on the nightstand. May it serve you better than it did him. A busy courtesan. Berserker ring.
All yours.
135 is the next. I need 30 more.
All done?
30 more points for that. Let's go see what it does. Berserker ring. Temporarily increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. Ooh. I do that a lot. The Berserkers of Southern Ash, known for their fearlessness on the field of battle, were known to wear these rings not only on their fingers, but pierced all over their bodies from head to toe. Scholars now believe the unnatural courage they displayed was a result of extended exposure to the concentrated ether imbued in the jewelry that poisoned the blood of its non-bearer wearers and induced its non-bearer wearers. It's an interesting combination of words. And induced madness that ultimately became associated with battle frenzy. So they were essentially going Akashic slowly. Yeah, I'll go ahead and equip that. I do a lot of dodges. Increases Rook's Gambit. Will damage by 10%. Oh, I didn't realize it doesn't increase damage. It increases will damage. That's why it does so much. Increases heat wave damage by 9%. Okay. Alright, let's go talk to Blackthorn. Let's see what Jill has to say.
It will be over soon. One way or another.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
First August, and now you. What you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. Now, every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for? Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a monster. He's Torgal. And he'd take a liking to you too if you gave him as many nuts as Nan does.
Oh, he's back there.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He doesn't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Caer Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
We're gonna kill two birds with one stone. I want to change Torgal back. Appearance is cool, but it's a little out of place. Oh, Ambrosia has a... Ooh. I think that's what she's already wearing. No, this is new. Isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty sick. I'll put that on. Yeah, I'll keep you normal. Nobody's gotten anything new right now. Alright, I'm gonna change the appearance of the weapon too. Played with it for a while. I will let the visual progression happen. So like the next weapon I make, I'll throw it on, but it's been a while since I've had that sword. The what is it called? Ramu sword. So ask about griffin sightings. Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffin, Kupo? Then do I have the billet for you, Kupo? An especially horrible one the locals call Dosmare. Oh no, it's not the one I already have. They're both in Caer Norvent though, so if this one is in Caer Norvent, yeah, it is. Okay. While passing along the trail from Lostwing to Caer Norvent, one of our orders was met with a sudden blast of wind so strong. One of our order. Okay. So strong that it bent back the trunks of the old oaks and heard a cry so terrible that he ran for his life. Questioning the locals revealed that this area was the nesting place of the elder griffin known as Dosmare, a beast much hated for its appetite both for chocobo and for children. Oof. Okay, so both of them are in Caer Norvent, though. This one says a trader coming by way of Caer Norvent met with a troop of curse breakers traveling in the opposite direction. Coming by the way of Caer Norvent met with a troop of curse breakers traveling in the opposite direction. So where was he going? That's right, this one's a harpy. The sound of cackling laughter from the trees. Okay. So they're both in Caer Norvent. I'll see if I can get them both. Do I need to just do it before he'll... Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Off to Caer Norvent we go, then. Well, do I need to click on it? Hold on. Still tells me to use the hunt board. No, I can't do anything. Okay. Off we go then. Oops, sorry. Use the hunt board to locate the griffin. Okay. Yeah, I guess just... This is the only one that's named Caer Norvent. Is Lostwing? Okay, so they said they were going from Lostwing through to Caer Norvent, or from Caer Norvent to Lostwing. So let's start out here and move our way in. Because Lostwing's over here, yeah. Oh, sorry, Ambrosia. A Dalmekian traveler, huh?
You deserve a rest.
There is no coin to be had in this miserable land, even if they wanted to trade with us.
I know. It was hard for us Dalmecs here in Sanbreque before the capital fell, but now we'd be stoned if we even approached Northreach.
I think everybody hates the Empire. Well, I think I found it.
Yeah.
Oh no, is this the Harpy? This looks like the Harpy. At least I found one of them.
Straight home now.
Oh, it looks like one of Garuda's things. Aruna.
That's what I think it is. This isn't gonna be easy.
Whoa. What did I do? Oh, I wasn't prepared. What is that? Is this the Berserker that I'm wearing? It's pretty sick. Oh, I did a parry. I haven't done one of those in a while. Oh, she hit me. Oh, I feel like these moves are coming off faster than usual. Oh, that was bad timing. Ah. For some reason I have a hard time getting the timing for that. No! I don't know what this is, but this is awesome. Like, Notorious Mark slain. 6,200 gil. Ooh. Clouded eye.
Rest well. I know I will.
Alright. I thought for sure that was going to be the Phoenix.
Ready, go?
Now we gotta find the Griffin. Okay. Go ahead and head towards Lost Wing and see if it's over here somewhere. Get this item, maybe it's a potion. Nope. Oof. Dragonet. I don't think it's gonna be in here though.
Company.
Yeah, I don't think that it's gonna be down this little hallway though. Could check in here. I feel like that's where I fought the Harpy, though. I'm wondering if there's something that I have to do at the hunt board, because it's making me think that. I just noticed there's a weird effect on the health bar. Like, you can see through it. You can see the trees passing by it. That's weird. Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe there's something I have to do at the hunt board. I couldn't press anything, so I assumed it was just telling me to look there to see where it was.
Thanks, Gal.
Sorry, I know I sat there for a while. I was waiting for it to do something. The regular enemies don't attack often. I don't think it would be over there, because it said, I'm pretty sure that the thing said it was from Lost Wing to Kaer Norvent. Hand of Mimas.
Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia. We'll make another pass, but Seems like it should probably be on this side of the, little structure, though. Granted, I didn't run off the path, like, at all to look. There's really much path to run off of. That goes somewhere I can't go yet.
Time to fight.
Alright, yeah, we'll head back.
Be safe.
To... Yeah, we'll head back to the hideaway, and I'll see if I can figure out what the deal is with this hunt mark in the next one, I guess, because we're already past the hour mark now. But we'll go ahead and turn this in real quick. Oh, there's nothing to turn in. I'm sorry, that was just a regular hunt mark. But I'll go ahead and stop right here, so I can be ready to talk to the Moogle in the next video, Nectar. But anyways, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.